Hey guys, Ryan Biddulph here, blogging from paradise. You want to think about your business model, guys, for your blog. When you're pondering it and you want to look at it in the light of truth, you got to ask yourself, is it based on an active income model or a passive income model? Now, there's no right or wrong answer, but when you base your business on an active income model, and this is if you're freelancing or coaching or consulting, so you're trading a certain amount of time for a certain amount of money, you're trading time for money. And even if you're prospering and if you really enjoy it, you're still sitting in front of a computer to get paid and performing some service. Now, hey, if you love it, it's totally cool. But eventually you'll run up against the most common problem for bloggers who base their business and all their success, their whole online income on an active income model. And you run out of time. Things are good, business is booming, you're taking on 12 clients a day, so you're working from 6 to 6, and it's like, wow, an hour at a time, cool. And at the end of the day, you just spent 12 hours sitting in front of a computer, and there's a ceiling too. I mean, you can keep raising your rates, but most bloggers don't gain the clarity to where they raise those rates to, let's face it, where it's really going to be pulling in that dough. So if this is you want to look at your business model, your blogging business model, and say, it's time to start adding passive income streams. Because when you shift towards a passive income model and you create courses, hey, Isak, come on up. Come on up. You write ebooks, right? Convert the ebooks to audiobook and paperback. Become an Amazon affiliate. When you're building up these passive income streams, you stop trading time for money. Now, you still have to put in the time and create and connect, but then you'll make money around the clock eventually. It takes a while for that to happen. It takes a lot of generous service. So you got to bust your tail on the front end, and you may not be getting paid per interaction. Trading time for money, which for a while it's kind of rough. But then when you start making money while you sleep, or while you're traveling, or while you're working, where you're doing the creating and connecting bit, and someone buys your ebook, or they buy your course, or they refer it to somebody else, and somebody else buys it in their tribe, or 10 people from their tribe buy it, then you see the beauty of the passive income model and why. Make sure this is not eating my oatmeal, flax, cranberry, so good. Then you understand why a lot of top bloggers really just work solely off passive income models, because there's no limit. When you really leverage and you expand your presence and you build up your skill set and your credibility, people will buy your stuff all around the clock. And they'll keep buying. And when you keep adding passive income channels and courses and ebook, people will keep buying, and you're like, wow, I could even take off a day or a week or even a month. When you really build it up, you can. Because all the creating that you did and all the content you put out there, it grabs people's attention spans for extended periods of time, and time on site goes to the roof, and all the guest posts you wrote that are long form, even not super long form, but valuable, and their eyeballs are on your guest posts, your blog posts, you helping people, your friend network promotes you. And from there, people are buying your stuff passively while you're away from the computer. The flip side, of course, is, guys, you really got to put in the time. You gotta put in the time creating and connecting to build your skills, exposure, and credibility to the point where you're everywhere, whether you're working or not, for sustained periods if you take a little bit of time off. But even then, you're still, until you reach some iconic level, you're really going to be working to gain the skills and exposure. But then you'll be making money around the clock, which is really sweet, because you're not trading money for time. Most of us, we leave jobs because we're sick of that. We don't want to do it any longer. But if you're willing to, come on. Oh, sorry, guys. If you're willing to look at your blog in the light of truth and say, this model is maybe been fun and enjoyable, but it's really not working for me anymore. I got to start adding those passive income streams, start creating courses. Start creating ebooks, writing and self-publishing ebook, convert the ebooks to audiobooks and paperback. And when you do this regularly and you keep creating and connecting, then you stop trading time for money. Then you could make money at any time, and you will start making money more regularly when you sleep, when you're traveling, and when you're working online too. Oh, I bought your ebook. It's just such a nice feeling. When you really build things up, you could pull back, and all the creating and connecting you've done over the years will do what? It'll promote your work for you. And you might not be online for a day or two, or you feel like taking the day off, and all the content out there, you're in a billion spots, or not a billion, but in a ton of spots. And what happens naturally? People keep buying your books while you're napping, while you're traveling. But again, guys, you really have to put in the time and energy to build it up to that point. That's the ultimate trade-off. But then when you do, it's sweet. But of course, you have to make the decision. So many bloggers don't make the decision. They're afraid to let go their passive income. And because of that, or their active income, I should say, they have a thriving consulting business. And because they're really afraid to let it go, and they just want to work the active streams because it's more the sure thing, they hold on to that, and they find themselves trading time for money. And even if you love your consulting gig, your freelancing gig, your coaching gig, that's great. But until you make the decision, it's only on you. You got to do it. That you're going to shift slowly but surely, not cold turkey. You're not going to close your consulting business, coaching business, freelance business, and say, hey, I'm just going to go passive 100%. No, don't do that. Slowly taper it down, though. Take on a few less clients a day, or a few less clients, whatever, week, a month. And when you do this, say, I'm writing an ebook now. I'm going to start promoting. I'm going to learn from people that have written and self-published and promoted ebooks, and they're building up their passive income. I'm going to learn from them how to do it. You're going to feel so much better, and it'll take a while, but you'll start to see the benefit of, as long as you're creating and connecting and you have your tribe out there and you're being really generous, why not open passive income streams? You could pull back from being in front of a computer for 4 to 6 to 12 hours a day, because even if you love it, there's still that job element. And it's not entirely fun and freeing, right? You'd much rather have it where it's passive. So you got to build it up. But then when you do and you put in the time, then the money will keep coming in and you could pull back. And that's what's so nice about it. All the work you put in on the front end pays you on the back end while you're working or while you're relaxing. And you literally will make money while you sleep. Of course, getting to that point takes a lot of time and energy, and just abundant mindset and trust. So it's not about it being easy. You don't self-publish an ebook as a new blogger and not have a tribe and not have much content, and then put it out there and say, hey, promote it through one post and say, here comes that passive income. No. You really got to build it up. But when you do it the right way and you put in thousands of hours, and that's what it is, it's hundreds to thousands of hours and years of your life, then years down the road, when you've put in those thousands upon thousands of hours, your blog posts are all over the place, and your guest posts and your friends, and it's a strong just bond. And that's what's so beautiful about it. That's when people are promoting you and your posts are all over the place and you're promoting other people. That's when you're going to gain such exposure and skills and credibility, where people will be buying your ebooks regularly, and your courses, and your audiobooks, and your paperbacks. And they'll be clicking on your affiliate links, maybe clicking on your ads if you set up AdSense or whatever ad channels, ad networks. And that's what's sweet. When you're working, but you're detached. You don't have to sit in front of a computer 12 hours a day. You could write and publish a post and take the rest of the day off. Or you could put in a lot more work that day. You're having fun doing it. And then you just see that money flow in at different times. It's really, really freeing, guys, because you stop trading time for money. Still got to put in the work, but you're not trading. You're building something really big. And again, when you see that, like that, no, there's no ceiling to this. I could keep creating and connecting, making friends. I'm just promoting my stuff. They're promoting me, and the money will, it will flow to you. It feels very freeing, but you really got to be fully committed to it and look at your income model now. Is it active or is it passive? And if active's working for you and you've enjoyed it, but you gotta do something more fun and freeing so you can pull away from the laptop more, take more vacations, even weekend trips, relax. Then you want to make the decision, and only you can make it, to move towards a more passive income model. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit the share button. Share it with your friends, and feel free to leave me a comment below. That's that. Have a great night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world.